Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these adorable little necklaces. These are glass beads if you're wondering. There's also another type of necklace I will technically be showing you how to make. It's the one that Joyce has. It has the bigger beads comparison to this one, which are smaller. I will also be showing you how to make this type of necklace with the small charm on the bottom. Let's get right to it. So what you will be needing is some craft wire. Wire cutters or scissors work just fine. It's depending on how thick your wire is, but if you have something around the thickness of mine, then scissors should work just fine. And of course, some beads. I got these from Michael's, same thing with the craft wire. These were a lot smaller than I anticipated when I first got them compared to these, but both work just fine. These ones are from a craft kit I got a long time ago, and this one is also from that craft kit. I don't know if they sell that thickness of beads outside of a craft kit, but you know, always look around. I only went to Michael's and got all my supplies. Okay, what you first want to do is take your wire and pull out a bit. Take the end and bend it into a small loop. What I usually do is just use my thumb and just press an indent like that. If you don't want to do this, or your skin is really sensitive or it's too pointy, you can either get an adult to help you do this or use some like wire cutters to bend it around a bit. We're gonna do this so the beads don't fall off. It should look something like that. Now get something small to store your beads. I'm gonna use this tiny bucket. It's really helpful just so all your beads don't go crashing everywhere when you try to pour them out. Once you've gotten that done, from the copper wire, this isn't copper, I forgot to mention that. From the top to the bottom, it's about 4 centimeters. I would usually cut mine according to a previous necklace I made. When you cut your wire, you always want to make sure that you have a little bit left over at the end so that you can tie it off, just like we did at the top. From here, you can start stringing on your beads to the wire. And if you don't think you're careful enough, or if your beads are just too small, then you can use tweezers. Once you have about this much of your wire left, you can have more or less depending on how safe you feel about it. You just want to twist this again, and there you go. You have a tiny little necklace for your LPS. Saying it's longer than most necklaces, this should fit around almost every LPS, unless they're like owls and they have like really no necks at all. So it should fit around any mold that you want. Now, to make a necklace with a charm like this one, it's a bit trickier. The only extra material you need is a bigger bead and like some kind of glue, like super glue, hot glue, and Elmer's glue. But I have to say, I used super glue with that one and it did not work out well because I'm not careful with super glue and that stuff is strong. So please, if you are younger or you just really need your parents to do it, please do so. Use Elmer's glue. It might take longer to dry, but it's worth the wait. Also, hot glue is too thick to like even put on. You want to take your handy dandy wire and cut off about this much, just to make sure. You want to take your wire and basically fold it in half. Should look something like this. Now take your bead and make sure that the loop bendy thing we just made can fit into the bead, something like this. Take your necklace we just made, or a new one, depending on what you wanted, and you want to just stick it where you think the middle is. Like, the middle on here would be around right here. That part is a little hard, but it should look something like this when you're done. If it's split open, that's okay. Just close it back up. Taking your bead, you just want to make sure that it still fits through just fine. something like this. You want to take your glue and your necklace with the hook hanging off and get a little dot of glue out. Just dip the hoop into the glue and squeeze out a bit, and it should get on just nicely. Take your bead and just stick it in there. If you have too much glue, you can just wipe some off like me. It should look something like this. If your bead is clear, that's kind of unfortunate because it's going to be like all white in there. But it should dry clear, but that's what super glue did to my bead. Just leave that to dry for a good day or so, and it's good and all ready to go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I have some exciting news. Since by the time I'm recording this, there is 2 days until I leave on the flight to LPS Con. Yes, I am leaving on the day of. I am going to give away 30 free necklaces to anyone who finds me there. There's these pretty ones that we just made. They're really gorgeous and fit almost any LPS mold, as I said. Don't forget to join me in my next DIY video to learn how to make these adorable little glasses for your LPS using the same copper wire as we just used in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you don't want to miss that video, make sure to subscribe, and see you at LPS Con if you're going West Coast.